Glycolysis is the process of breakdown of glucose in the cell. One molecule of glucose converts to two molecules of pyruvate. When cell need energy during this process, some ATP and NADH will produce. If oxygen and mitochondria are present in the cell, we call it aerobic glycolysis. Pyruvate enters TCA cycle. If there is no oxygen present in the cell, then pyruvate enters to the lactic acid. Glucose comes to the liver cell from GIT by portal circulation. In the liver, little amount of glucose will transport to the general circulation. Glucose is a big molecule. It cannot diffuse directly into the cell. For enters the cell, it needs one of two mechanisms. First one is sodium and ATP independent. This process, there will be a channel on the cell surface. Glucose will enter to the cell by this channel. The system is mediated by a family of 14 glucose transporters. Different glucose transporters work on different cells. Second one is sodium and ATP dependent. For this process, there will be a pump mechanism on the cell surface, which will transport glucose and sodium together into the cell. This mechanism is mediated by sodium potassium ATPase. Glycolysis can occur all cells in the body. Most important organs are brain, muscle, liver, and kidney. We will see aerobic glycolysis in the liver cell. Glucose transport to the liver by glucose transporter 2. First step is glucose enter to the cell. Once glucose molecule enter to the cell, it want to come back to the cell. So that's why glucose will bind with a phosphate group by an enzyme called glucokinase and become glucose 6-phosphate, and this process is irreversible by using one ATP. In the liver, glucokinase enzyme will work and other cell hexokinase enzyme will work. Third process is glucose 6-phosphate converted to fructose 6-phosphate by an enzyme called phosphoglucose isomerase. This process is reversible. Fourth step is fructose 6-phosphate converted to fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. That is irreversible pathway, also using one enzyme called phosphofructokinase, and here is we use 1 ATP. This is the most important enzyme in the glycolysis. Here is the regulation of phosphofructokinase 1. This enzyme inhibited by ATP citrate and stimulated by AMP and fructose 2,6-bisphosphate. Here, fructose 2,6-bisphosphate comes from fructose 6-phosphate by another enzyme, phosphofructokinase 2. This enzyme has both activity, kinase activity, also phosphatase activity. If this enzyme activates kinase, then fructose 6-phosphate will convert it to fructose 2,6-bisphosphate. Then it will stimulate phosphofructokinase 1 and glycolysis will move forward. If there is phosphatase activity, then it will dephosphorylate fructose 2,6-bisphosphate. Then it will not stimulate phosphofructokinase 1. Then glycolysis will stop in the cell. Fifth process are there will be a cut on fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. It will convert it to dihydroacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate by an enzyme called aldose. That is reversible process. After that, DHAP will convert to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate by an enzyme called triose phosphate isomerase. Now, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate will convert it to 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate by an enzyme glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase with inorganic phosphate. Here will be the first oxidation pathway in this glycolysis. NAD will convert to NADH, and NADH will go to the electron transport chain and produce 3 ATP in the mitochondria. Here also the same process. Now 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate converted to 3-phosphoglycerate by an enzyme called 3-phosphoglycerate kinase. Here we produce a substrate level of ATP. ADP converted to ATP. Here also the same process. Now 3-phosphoglycerate will convert to 2-phosphoglycerate by moving a 1-phosphate group on the carbon number 2 position. This occurs in an enzyme called phosphoglycerate mutase. Now 2-PG will convert to 2-phosphoenol pyruvate by an enzyme called enolase. Now the last process is phosphoenol pyruvate will convert it to pyruvate by using an enzyme pyruvate kinase. Here we also produce ADP to ATP. Now phosphoenol pyruvate to pyruvate is also a reversible pathway. Now we will see the net production of ATP. First we use 2 ATP from the beginning and we gain 8 ATP, and 1 NADH equal to 3 ATP. So the net production is 6 ATP in the glycolysis process. Now we will talk about some clinical manifestation. Arsenic poisoning. The toxicity of arsenic inhibits the enzyme glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. It will bind with Arsenic will bind with inorganic phosphate in the substrate level of enzyme. So that's why energy will not produce. So here is the glycolysis pathway. Thanks.